Oh, Barry. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Barry Ferguson press conference. I'm not too happy about this press conference, to be honest, guys. So let's just dive into it. But there's one key thing he was asked here. Well, he was asked, then he responded. He said, and I quote, "If I get the job, I will make my club a better club. I know what this club needs." End of quote. Essentially backing himself to be given the role on a permanent basis. Seems to be a lot of stuff in the media. He steadied the ship, he's done that. Has the ship been steadied? Right? Let's take Europe out the equation. He got past Fenerbahce, he did decent in the first leg against Bilbao. We went out in the second, dodgy circumstances, even if we were a bit shite on the night. Domestically, though, you know, in the league, we go 2-0 down. Feels like every match. We haven't won at Ibrox. Am I confident if Barry Ferguson gets the job that we are going to be able to do, big things in the years to come? I'll be honest, folks. No, I don't. I think he can add something. I think it would be better than maybe Clement to a degree if Barry brought in his own players. But you might be thinking, oh, but Barry, he knows the club. He'll bring through youth. He'll do this. He'll do that. But then he went on to say he's not going to bring through youth. Now, let's get into the actual press conference. And I quote, "I gave the team a few days off to reflect on a disappointing night, but this week has been positive. I've given them a challenge. We have 5 games to go, and I want them to pick up every point that's available. Balogun is out, Ridfan is out, Sterling is out for a long period of time. Tom Lawrence is still out, and there are still one or two that only did parts of training yesterday. I am not going to give young players an opportunity just for the sake of it. They need to show they are ready for it in training. If they do so, they will be given chances." End of quote. So Barry basically saying, see all you that want the youngsters to play? Not a chance. I completely disagree with this, man. Honestly, I don't understand it. There's 5 games left of this season. There hasn't been a better time to implement the youth thing. What's the point of going with the tried and test it? You know what I mean? Like the players for me outside of youth that should be getting runs of games should be the likes of Proper, Cortez, Barami. Let's actually find out if these guys are actually capable of anything other than being shite. I'd like to see Clinton and Salah start again. Um, Things like that. And honestly, as much as I think Tierney he has had a great spell at Rangers, numbers wise, he shouldn't play any of the next 5 games. And you may be thinking, what are you on about, Stevie? He's not going to be at the club next year, right? And see, unless there's actual concrete plans for him to be here next year, what is the purpose of him playing any of these 5 games over young talent or players that need to prove they want to be here next season or players that we actually can sell on? There's no point Tierney playing any minutes. You know what I mean? And that's not me saying, oh, well, don't bring him on if we're getting scudded or we need a goal or whatever. But to the degree, it kind of is me saying that. You know what I mean? These are essentially 5 training sessions. These matches, right? And it also gives us the opportunity to bring in youth, give Bailey Rice like 5 starts on the bounce, etc., etc. Let's see Danilo. What's he capable of? Igamani, play him in the middle for 5 games with Danilo in behind. Stuff like that. But it's honestly, see if we just rock up into these games, starting 11s that we've seen recently with Dessers and co. I've seriously got a question what's Barry's doing, man. Like honestly, I feel like he's so desperate to get this job, he wants to keep picking the quote unquote best team on paper. But and even then, we know it's not that good. Right, Barry went on to say, I think there are a lot of changes needed within the club if we want to go out there and challenge. It's great to see that start to happen. There's so many attributes you need to be a player at this club. So many demands. The club hasn't won enough trophies over the past few years. Hopefully, the changes that are going to be made will make a big difference. I've got 5 games left to go. My focus is on this. There have been bumps since coming in. I'm not frightened of that. This is my club. This is an opportunity I thought I would never get. It's been a brilliant experience and I enjoy the challenge. I want what is best for Rangers Football Club. I've been brought in to try and help, and it was clear there was a lot of issues There are still things that need improving, but it's hard to do that over a short period of time. We need to make sure we go there tomorrow and get 3 points. The players need to take the challenge of the next 5 games and they need to take it head on. I explained to players when I first started that there are attributes you need to be as a Rangers player. You need to win games and trophies. You need to accept the criticism if you don't. End of quote. So I think Barry, man, I think he's been warped into believing he's getting this job. I just, I, I just don't get it. I mean, somebody commented, yeah, established first team players who routinely flop for us get a game just for the sake of it. I know. I just, I'm done, man. These experienced players, so many of them are shite. Honestly, man, get them out. See, like the sort of team that started against Aberdeen in between the Bilbao games. That's the sort of team I want to see with a bit more youth in it. Honestly, what is the point of playing like even like Diamande, Raskin, right? We're not really going to learn anything from playing them in 5 more games this season, right? But see if you start Bailey Rice in the middle of that park next to fucking whoever, man. You know what I mean? Barami. Even though Barami's not a real centre mid, but you know what I mean? Bailey Rice, Barami in there, among other people. Cortez, Igamani, Danilo, a back line, and Salah. I want proper in there because let's give this guy 5 games, right, to see is there anything out of you, son, or are you just going to be shite? Now, ideally, it's like that Fernandez guy we brought in on loan. What was the point of that? Seriously, Tierney and him should be nowhere near the starting 11s, even though Tierney's so much better than him. There's no point playing guys that are not going to be here next season. I just don't get this logic from him, man. It's like he's no getting the job. Play the youth. And let's be honest, we play our best team. Are we going to win all 5 games? No, because we've barely won any. You know what I mean? Since he took over in the league, look at the state of it. It's bogging for him, man. Anyway, we are first and below.